pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Giants.
Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. 1st down, Prescott. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alshon Jeffrey, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Greystone, travel. Let's go.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Line, hey.
Against the mic. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, kill. 27.
Let's go.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Go to 54. Line, hey.
Check 37. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Slant.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Watch the whip.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
I'm going back to you.
We're going to 53.
Check.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their men? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Here we go, 46.
Running with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag.
Here we go. Forward in.
Mike 58, right there.
Swerve. Hey, here we go, 47.
58. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go, forward in.
Let's get this ball back.
Here we go, go to 54, line in. Go, get out there. Hey, 47.
58 to Mike.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Prescott down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
21. Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our field.
Now Smith. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Tramon Williams. On the return is Williams. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 40.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey Burton, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Prescott on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 10th carry for Kamara, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill.
Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, that's complete right around the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a drive. Running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot here before break. Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down. 91. 56. If you don't get this, boy, you think you don't get the go?
The first down carry here for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Check 31, check 31.
Topper, get it.
Smith on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon, one snap.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Let's make these babies cry. 64, weak. Let's make these babies ready.
From the 40 now on second down. Smith. His throw incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Kamara. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Prescott. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
We're going to 54. Line. 25. Check 25. There you go. 26.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Prescott. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch this. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Smith toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And able to find Kirk complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Come on, set. 8, read. You ain't
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
70, Indy.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that will be incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Showing it.
6 guys. Check 6. They will go to 53.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, while I'm letting it snow. I'm 30 years, tell you the vessels alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. The hawk of the squad. I'm playing my part. Like them LeBron. Rings of the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk.